Hello, welcome to the channel. This is the one where I respond to things on the internet for my entertainment and yours. If that tickles your pickle, then go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I've just filmed an Am I the A-hole video where I purposefully tried to be the a-hole myself. That was interesting. So I thought I would come on here and take a look at r/dating advice and try and give some really bad advice this time. What do you say? Shall we do it? Let's go on. The Am I the A-hole one started out so weak. Like, I had such a hard time getting into the asshole frame of mind, but let's see how we do here. So, first post, I really hate online dating. The title pretty much says it all. I hate online dating. I cannot stand the superficial aspect of online dating, which I can admit I do play into. I find that I reject a lot of men online that in real life I probably would actually really like, if that makes sense. I have come to the conclusion online dating is just not it for me. I really am trying to prioritize having more meaningful interactions with people, and online dating is just not for me. Anyone have any suggestions on places to find other singles? I don't think it also helps that most of my hobbies are pretty solitude, like baking, hiking, etc. Bad advice. Don't go outside, for one. Never go to new places. Never try and meet new people. Stay on the online dating apps and just swipe right to everyone. Just accept everyone, and that way it'll be all down to the chat. So if you're saying that it's superficial and you maybe would have talked to them or liked them when it was in real life, fuck it. Just match with everyone and see what happens. That's not good advice, is it? I fucking hope you don't think it's good advice. What would I do instead? If you don't like it, then don't do it if you don't want to. Like, you probably go through phases, to be honest, where you get bored and hopeless again. And then you'll go back on. I mean, let's be honest, I think most people do online dating because they are bored and somewhat hopeless in terms of that, like, they just can't be fucked with anything else, you know what I mean? It's something very simple and easy to do when you're just have a couple of minutes of time or whatever. Very low effort and possibly free. What you could do instead also is to fuck it. Start hitting on your friends. Start hitting on your friends' partners. Just pick out someone that you think like that's already in your life and who's already in a relationship, so you know, like maybe from your friend says like, oh, this person did this thing for me, it was really nice, or yeah, I'm going to this place with my partner, I'm really looking forward to it, you know, the kind of thing that you would like to do, and just go after your friends' partners. You've already got a bit of a preview of what they're like. You can probably easily get their phone number. Fuck it, do that. Next. That's terrible. Sexual expectations for the first date. Today I had a date planned. We get along well and message a lot. Very clean conversation, which I was really happy about. Well, it's the day of the date and he asked if I was excited. I said yes. Then he threw in sexual expectations for tonight because he's not looking for anything serious. Why do guys do this? I feel weird now. It's already nerve-wracking enough to go out for a date, and now he's already pointing out what he wants for the night. That only makes my anxiety worse and I'm uncomfortable now. He apologised for not being upfront with me. We cancelled tonight. I get it, we're all single and horny, but is it really that hard to keep it in your pants long enough to know if you like someone, or even just as simple to make sure the other person at least feels safe and comfortable? I just needed to vent because I'm just a little frustrated. Sexual expectations on the first night. Really? Would you still go or would you cancel? Okay, so keep in mind that we're trying to give bad advice, because if you've watched my other videos, you know that this is like a serious topic for me in terms of being responsible and being safe, comfortable, etc. What you could do, right? So if you're messaging with someone, everything's going good, you're gonna have a date, right? And then he's like, by the way, I basically just want to bang and then run away. So Yeah, there you go. And if you're not into that, right, if you don't want to fuck him, fuck with him, right? Get yourself into the deepest, darkest, dirtiest rabbit hole ever and find the most disgusting, depraved, ridiculous sexual fantasies, fetishes. I don't even know what the words are for them, but just find some really fucked up stuff, right? And just start piling it on thick, right? Say, excellent, I'm only looking for a one-time thing too. Really glad you're so open to talking about this topic directly. Here's the things I like, and just bombard him with just all these things that you've never even heard of before. Make up stuff, like make up that you're only into having sex with guys who are clowns part-time, you know. Just make up a whole bunch of stuff and see how far you can push it. And then, you know, I'm sure he'll completely change his mind. He will fall in love with you 100%. He will fall head over heels and be very eager to meet all of your sexual expectations. And then you'll live happily ever after. Good advice? Very bad advice. Bad advice. Is it normal that I, 32-year-old female, don't want to kiss every man I date? So I just started dating again after 5 years. I have been single all of these years, by the way. I would love to date someone and get married. I've always been the type of person that isn't immediately attracted to someone physically. I don't care about looks, but I do get turned on when I'm treated very well. Chivalry, sweet, kind, romantic, takes care of me when I need, listens to me venting, etc. The last guy I dated, we didn't kiss until the 2-month mark. I don't usually make the first move, and I think he might have been nervous to make that move, which is why it took that long. But to me, that really made me like him even more. Unfortunately, things didn't end well with us, but anyway, will men want to date me if I am this way? I date with intention, and I don't want to be kissing every man I date for a month. It's a bit gross for me. At the same time, I feel like they will think I'm just not interested in them, which isn't true. I don't know how to go about this. I feel like people see kissing as such a small thing, but to me it's not so small and is sacred to me. Am I the only one? Bad advice, bad advice. You're the only one, you're a freak, you're completely abnormal, no one's ever gonna like you. Obviously these things are not true, okay? Keep this in mind. What to do? Well, first of all, don't communicate, you know? Don't be upfront with anyone. You know, if you're planning a first date and you think, hey, maybe I should just set the expectation, you know, like in that last one, maybe you're thinking, oh, I'll just let them know, heads up, you know, we won't be kissing on this date. It's just not something that I do so soon. I wanted to let you know because, you know, in case you think it meant that I don't like you. Don't tell them that. Don't communicate at all. If they try to kiss you, don't even explain it then. Just turn away and act as if you didn't notice. And just try and keep that up for as long as possible, you know. Even better if, you know, if you bump into somebody you know, or if someone comes up to you, or someone has a dog walking nearby or whatever, go out of your way to kiss them, just to really prove something to your date. That's terrible advice. Next. Tinder is really quite a depressing place. I don't know if I can do this anymore. Howdy y'all, for reference, I'm a 25-year-old male in the UK, above average in looks, but not a supermodel by any stretch. I've been told this, I definitely don't have this opinion of myself. Fair enough. This app makes me want to castrate myself, for fuck's sake. Every time I download, sure I get a couple of matches, but nothing ever sticks, ever. The people who I genuinely find attractive and really want to get to know never match with me or reply. I'm not knocking women at all. There are statistically so many more men on these apps, and guys can be very creepy sometimes. One example, recently matched with a girl who shared so many interests with me, and after some time talking, we start role-playing a bit, which is what she wanted to do, so I obliged. During this conversation, she sent a blunt reply and instantly unmatched. I did not say anything that would warrant this instant reaction. I was role playing to what she wanted. It has just crushed me so hard. I really liked her. It's been 3+ years since I've had sex, not to make it all about this, but it's a big deal for everyone when it goes on this long. What I'm really trying to get at is, what else can I do apart from these apps? All I want is for someone to share my life with. I am successful outside of dating, so I'm not trying to fill some void or anything like that. Does anyone have any tips on just getting myself out there at all? I'm beginning to get to the point where I just don't try at all and let the years go by. So that's pretty similar to the other one. Oops, that was like, how do I find people or whatever. So let's not answer that question exactly, because we've already done that. Let's answer the question then of how to, if you're a man, a straight man, or a man who's attracted to women, and you're not getting replies, you're not getting the kind of matches you want, what can you do to change that? Well, first of all, have exclusively shirtless, headless pics, because, you know, women are only interested in bodies, naked bodies, and they don't want to know what you look like. They don't want to know anything about your personality. So, you know, don't put any jokes in there. Don't talk about your hobbies, or don't put anything about like your life goals or things like that, what you're looking for. No. Just don't put any information. Oh, no, I'm lying. Don't not put any information at all. Only put in your Instagram handle and encourage everyone to message you on there instead, because you never go on this app, right? Do that. Oh yeah, also say that you're only looking for an affair. That really, you know, appeals to women. Women love men who only want to have affairs. Once you match with people, ask for their home address straight away. Don't greet them, don't ask them how they're doing, don't spark up any kind of conversation. Just demand that they tell you your home address, that they tell you their home address. Immediately demand to meet them. And yeah, say things that you would never want to hear. You know, don't think about it from their perspective. Just think about, what do you want? It has to be all about you, you know. Don't ask anything about themselves apart from their home address. Just make it all about you and how amazing and attractive you think that you are. And if anyone comes back to you with attitude, if anyone's like, hey, what the fuck are you talking about? Do you really think this is going to work? Just give them abuse. Just tell them about how they're so ugly and disgusting and that you were never interested in them anyway. But don't unmatch with them. Just continue to send them messages. Switch between giving them abuse and asking them to meet up. That's really very appealing to women. We like people who give us abuse and then want to meet without any other sort of conversation except from the abuse. That's also terrible advice. I feel like I have to make this like a catchphrase for this video, just because I so don't want people to think that I'm being serious. Because some people do that. Some people actually do that shit and then wonder what's going on and why they never get any dates. Like, my God. The next one. When to begin farting in front of your girlfriend or boyfriend? I think the question says it all, and I think we have this dilemma whether you admit it or not. You know what, actually, there was this video, I can't remember if it was a Darman video or one of his impersonators, but who's even, I think it was a Cody Ko video that I watched of like him reacting to it, right? There's this video, it's one of these ones, right, where it's like some cheesy scenario and they play out this scene and there's supposed to be like this big moral of the story at the end, right? And this one, it had this woman who she'd been married to her husband for X number of years, and then she really needed to fart. She kept trying to get out of the room, like trying to leave the situation so that she could fart in peace without the husband, but she couldn't hold it in. She farted in front of the husband, and then he divorced her. What happened then? She took the kids. She went to the newspapers. His workplace found out about this situation. They fired him. He lost his home. He ended up sleeping on the streets. Then she got a new boyfriend, was walking along with him, bumped into the ex on the street, and then they both farted in his face. That was the moral of the story, apparently. So yeah, hold them in. Just hold in all your farts forever. It's not a natural body function. It's always disgusting and rude. It's grotesque. No one will ever love you if you ever fart in front of them. So yeah, just hold it in until you burst. There you go. More bad advice. Is farting in front of people really that big of a deal? Like, do people, like, I mean, what is it they say? I think we all have this dilemma whether we admit it or not. I mean, I think you're not going to do like a big trumpet blow on their first date or something like that, right? Although, oh, that was something else they said in this video. They were like, oh, to all the men out there, make sure that the women know on the first date that they should be comfortable farting around you. So fuck it, maybe do that. So you hold in all of your farts, but you let all your first dates know that they can fart in front of you. Lead by example. There you go. Next one. Is it weird that someone posts pictures of all their dates on social media? I'm a 29-year-old female and I'm dating this guy who's a 26-year-old male who posts pictures of their food every time we go on a date on social media. Whilst I understand that he's going to dates with other people, I noticed that he also posts the food of his other dates as well. Him dating other people doesn't bother me, but him posting their names and mine seems to bother me, but I'm not sure if I'm overreacting. Has anyone experienced this? I mean, I do think that's weird, to be honest. Like, in all seriousness, I think that's weird. But you know, this is probably the type of guy who, as I say, posts his Instagram handle, tells people to message him on there, probably slides into random people's DMs all the time, probably looking for the attention, probably wants you to know that he's not just dating you, he's dating other people. He's desired by other people, so you better appreciate him in every moment that you get with him. So what do? Well, you keep setting yourself to online, offline on MSN Messenger so that he keeps getting the notifications about you and he starts a conversation with you first. Send him text messages saying, can't wait to see you later tonight. I'm putting on a special outfit for you, wink wink. Send them to him and then immediately reply, sorry, wrong number, or sorry, didn't mean that to send that to you. Go out to dinner and go out to places by yourself just so you can take the pictures of your food and then post them online, tag random people, tag him in them as well, and then also be like, oops, tag the wrong person, just to let him know that, you know, you can play that game too. He's not the only one that's desirable in this relationship. Oh, I feel like people actually do that. My God. This bad advice thing is harder than I thought it would be. We've only got a couple left. What's the next one? Single forever advice. Girls that are either prettier, smarter, wealthier, taller, sexier, better persona, or uglier, dumber, poor, shorter, nerdy, worse persona could somehow find a boyfriend, but me as someone in the middle of every range could not score one. Am I the chosen one of the universe who send me here to accomplish bigger things? You're not asking for advice, really, are you? I mean, I'm assuming you're just asking for advice on like how to find a partner. Don't be yourself. Just exclusively cater to other people. Don't think about your own happiness, your own well-being. Don't try and be authentic to yourself. Don't think about whether your front is sustainable over a long period of time. Just think about those other prettier, uglier, poorer, sexier, worse persona people. Start acting like them at all times. Try and actively repel people with your terrible behaviour, but at the same time, try and attract people with your terrible behaviour. Just act like a complete dick. Don't be yourself, but if you are a dick, don't be yourself. So try and act like nicer than you actually are. Don't express your real opinions, you know? Don't ever tell anybody the truth about anything. Be rude to other people. That's really very appealing. Just whatever you are, be the opposite. then people will like you. People definitely do that. People definitely do that. That's terrible advice. I feel like I can't give bad advice without going to the extreme, because I feel like that's really what people do, is to go to the extreme of like just this ridiculous behaviour. Oh my goodness. Anyway, last one we've got here. Navigating the shitty online dating sphere. So we all know dating online is like a giant toilet. We see the same complaints over and over. Men are disgusting, talking about their dick within the first 5 messages, getting ghosted constantly, etc, etc. How likely would you be to use an app, or would you find it helpful or useful if there were a dating app that lets you rate your matches/dates, and profiles would display little badges on them that would say something like, this person has had multiple reports of ghosting, or this person has had multiple reports of getting sexually explicit early on, or this person has had multiple reports of coming up with great first date ideas. I don't even know how to respond to that. So I have a background in software testing, so straight away I'm thinking of all kinds of abuses of the system, all kinds of flaws and errors. They're not asking for advice, right? So let's set the bad advice aside for now and just think about this idea that could be really bad, that could have some potential. Let's see what some of the comments are. I'm interested to see. The common wisdom in Silicon Valley about dating app startups is that gimmicks are a dime a dozen, but bootstrapping user base is really hard. Product reviews are an idea that's been around forever. But it's a Gordian knot of legal and incentives problems. Critical. So there's only 2 comments on here, and it's just people saying, it says there's 4, but I could only see 2, of people saying that you need a user base before you can actually, that's not really very helpful. Of course you need a user base. So, I get where you're going with this. I get where you're going. Like, if you could have, you know, some people put like fake ratings, you know, they put that like rated 5 stars by my mum, 5-star Uber rating or whatever like that, you know. If you could have the people on these dating apps give you feedback, I just feel, like I say, that there would be so much abuse in that. I mean, think of all the creeps and stuff like that you don't want to be talking to, like the people that give you abuse, the people that are just like not good options. They can rate you too. So if you unmatch with someone for being like, for example, a complete sexist douchebag, they are gonna probably have a problem with the fact that you unmatch with them and give you a bad rating as well. So I don't think that's gonna work. Also, I think you're just gonna have an influx of people who constantly like delete their account and start it back up again because they're getting a lot of like bad feedback and stuff like that. I think this just isn't a good idea. I mean, I get what you're saying, you know, like this person's good at coming up with first date ideas and whatever, but it's like, I mean, do you know, see, to be honest, right? See, even on like Uber, which I hardly ever use, but like I've been on a couple of trips on Uber, right? And you know how it asks you to rate someone straight after your trip ends? I'm always nervous about like rating a not 5-star driver straight away, because if they get some sort of notification that, hey, someone's left you a rating, or if they can see any sort of notification history, they're going to know that was me, and then they might give me a bad rating for giving them a not good rating. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it, right? But you know, in the spirit of this like rating retaliation type thing, I could see that happening on there as well. But like, at what point do you ask for feedback on someone on a dating app? Because a lot of people just like stay matched on there for a long time. How would they know when you've gone on your first date? How would they know what the touch points are to ask for feedback? And like I say, could it then be traced back to that person? I just don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it would practically work, my dear. If it was already a thing, how likely would I be to use it? Not very. I agree that it's probably a bit of a gimmick. And I think probably it's one of these things that's just like, don't overcomplicate it. But yeah, but in the spirit of bad advice, hey, you make it yourself. Go on all the courses to learn how to, make this app yourself, and let us know how that goes. All right. There you go. Yeah, giving bad advice is not that easy. It's interesting. I mean, it certainly entertains me. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. But it's much easier trying to be an asshole than it is to try and give bad advice. Because I feel like when people are asking for advice, it's like you're more likely to take it seriously, and I feel like it's somehow irresponsible to say anything that isn't like very obviously a joke. But anyway, that's all for this one. Thanks for watching. You can check out some of my other videos that I've done if you wish. You can check out the Am I the Asshole one where I was trying to be an asshole. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.